Hey y'all, it's Michael. So one thing I wanted to do this year is actually read more frontlist because I realized that all my reading has been more backlist than anything. And I kind of want to be, hip, cool, young and fresh with the bookstagrammers and the booktubers and read books that are actually new. I just realized that I don't really do that much. I thought I would dedicate videos about me reading newer books. And the first book that I chose that I'm going to start with is Leave the World Behind by Rumaan. I have been seeing this book everywhere, last year in particular, and it won some awards. I'm not sure, it's escaping me right now. So I thought this would be the first book I was able to check out from the library, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna check it out. So we'll see how this goes. In the beginning, I'll let y'all know what I think about it, my first impression, in the middle, and then at the end, I'll give you my overall thoughts. So I think it'll be fun just to actually know the books that everybody's talking about. Yay. So yeah, let's go. Alright y'all, so I am on a page 119. So usually with these videos I would do something like I would film like my first impression, and then in the middle and at the end. The thing though is I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna give you all my impression now, and then I'm gonna wait till the end to give you my final thoughts, because like around the 50 page, nothing really happened. And then now that I'm sort of close to the middle and I'm about to finish, stuff happened. So let me just say that I've seen this book around last year, 2020, and it was getting like, talk, and it was buzzy. I can see why people don't like this book, and I think I'm in that camp. This is I'm not really liking this, to be honest with y'all. So this is about a family, Clay and Amanda, who goes on a vacation to this like area near the woods out of the city, and they're enjoying their time, and then all of a sudden there's a knock on the door, and it is this black couple, and come to find out that they're the ones that actually owns the house that Clay and Amanda with their children are actually Airbnb-ing. And it goes from there. So it's like this story about, I don't know if it's supposed to be satirical, because some of the stuff I was just like, okay, I'll come back to that about satire. Come to find out that there's actually like a blackout in the city, and so they're asking if they could stay over. So it brings up this concept about like, can we trust them, that type of situation. And there are some like racial things with it. So first off, I don't know, this book, the beginning is really different than where I am now, because in the beginning the writing style is really different. It seems to have changed in my opinion, or like it pivots. The beginning, the writing style involved a lot of like list making, if that makes any sense. So a technique that sometimes I've noticed myself, like when reading other books, is like when authors use this style of writing where they list things in a way that keeps the momentum going, and sometimes it can be annoying. Sometimes it isn't that great, and sometimes it can be really effective. Like there are moments I still remember from Toni Morrison. I was like, oh, yes. This in the beginning, you did that, like the way, especially the first few chapters, the way that it would list things. I was like, okay, but now we're in the middle, and it feels really different, because now it's very in the beginning, it's very like internally monologue-y, and now it's more straightforward, if anything. There's obviously something going on. Like, I don't know what's this gonna turn into. And so here's the thing: it's trying to build up this tension between the white family and this black couple. The thing though is, I don't really feel. How can I say this? I feel as I just think Amanda and Clay, I just don't like them as a character, and I think they have racist tendencies. I'm not gonna call them racist, but they have racist tendencies. And I don't know if the couple, I don't know if that's what it's supposed to project, but that's the vibe I'm getting, okay? That's the vibe I'm getting, okay? Yeah, I'm hesitant to say things, Here's the thing about these type of videos, like since I'm in the middle, I'm very hesitant to say things as definite and like as sure because it's just the middle and the ending something could happen. I don't know what it is. But yeah, I can also see, the reason why I say that I can see why people wouldn't like it because I am at that point right now. I kind of just I think it's moving. Here's the thing. These chapters are very short, but it feels really long. It's at this point where it just seems to it's meandering too much that it's not grabbing my attention, and I feel as though like, is this meandering gonna lead somewhere? So again, as I say, I don't want to put like a definite stamp on things, but I'm really interested to see how this will end because I feel as though this story and this book, it's gonna depend on the ending. So we'll see. All right, so I finished Leave the World Behind by Rumaan Alam. I'm gonna be nice. I did not like this at all. I think this is a book with a perfect example of that meme that goes around that says, this could have been an email. This... I have so many issues with this, and I'm trying to not let it... Oh... I'm holding it back. I'm holding it back. I'm reeling it in. I'm reeling it in. Let me just say I gave this 1 star out of 5. I really didn't like this, y'all. So I thought the second half of this, when after that first clip, would actually save this novel, but in the end, it really doesn't really do anything. This is one where I thought the journey was gonna be as well, this is one where I thought like the ending was gonna make the journey worthwhile, but it really, it's really, y'all, I really didn't like it. First off, I think this, like in that mention about that meme with the email, I think this would have worked better as a short story, because it is too long. It's only 241 pages, and in my opinion, yeah, 241 pages, and in my opinion, I think that it's too long. The second, so if we split this up into 3 parts, the first part, right? Let me talk about I'm just all over the place with this. So the writing style, nothing is, for me, nothing was really extraordinary for me to be like, wow, the writing is extraordinary. For me, nothing worked for me. There are parts in here where it feels so try hard, and I was just like, okay. Because the beginning of this, actually, like if we split this up into 3 parts, the first part of this, actually the writing style in general is actually not that bad. I was like, okay, I could see where this is gonna go. But the second and third part of this, it really loses its way, and I think that goes with the whole story in general. It really loses its way. I just was like, okay, this I felt this. Oh, okay, I gotta finish this before this camera overheats. It's just not worth it. It's not worth it because I would've. And it's not even for me like plot, because there have been other novels where I've read where literally nothing happens and it's just the writing style that's really carrying it, and it is like moments like just of pure beauty. I was like, yes, go off. I was like, there's really nothing going on, okay? And the writing style can, for me, like there doesn't have to be plot. It could be the writing style and the syntax, the pacing, the dialogue, like everything can be meshing together really nicely. And I wouldn't even care if there's like really nothing going on, because there is something writing style wise that is there and propelling me along. The reason why I think it took me forever to read was because I flat out just didn't like it. The characters were just so like nothing about them screams, for me anyways, special. I was just like, okay, these are okay, like what about them makes them special? Like I was just like, okay. And the end, let me talk about the ending, okay? And at this point, don't even bother. I'm about to spoil it for y'all. It's obvious it's so obvious too. Like that's the thing. That is the thing. Like the ending is so obvious. It's boggles my mind. And there is, So it's obvious that the world is ending. Like, it's so obvious. And I was just, and the tension. I'm gonna go now before I get really into it. But this is, I just finished reading this like, maybe like what, 5 hours ago, and I had dinner and everything. So I'm a little bit calmer from when I finished it reading it. I was just like, so there's that. This book is overdue at the library. I gotta return it. So if you read this novel, let me know. This camera's about to cut me off. Yeah, let me know what you thought about it. I mean, I'll still be glad to hear your thoughts, but this is not worth the hype at all, in my opinion. I would say skip it. Deuces. Bye. And the camera's gonna cut off. 7, 6, 5. How was y'all's day? It was nice out today. It was really nice. The camera's gonna cut off now.